One of the magical things about the medium of video is that you and I can talk and people can watch it and really learn a lot from it. But I think one of the dangers of it is that we can say quickly, well, George Washington Carver grew up like this, and then he did this, and then that's kind of the story. But he had a lot of adversity he dealt with.
Yeah,
I mean, a ridiculous, where it would be, if you're watching this right now and you're growing up poor, well, that's check. He was
check.
Poor.
Poor.
A lot of people say, well, I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't have an iPad, or I don't have maybe a cell phone, or I don't have. He just had a book.
One book. Yep. Up to the time he was 12. It was the only book he had, the Bible.
The Bible. And then he was growing up with the racism and all of the whole world was divided at that point.
A whole community that did not think that he could accomplish anything and did not give him the benefit of the doubt. Physically, he was weak. He was a sickly boy, and really couldn't do much. Really, up until the time he was, late in his teens. So he had about everything you could have going against him. His mother was kidnapped and taken back into slavery, and
his mother was kidnapped and taken back into slavery.
Yeah. So I mean, you talk about someone who had a hard time. He had everything going against him.
I, lost my grandparents when I was a younger. I was like maybe 13 or 12 years old, something like that. And I remember I was pretty close to them, and the feeling of loss when I lost those guys.
Right.
It was tough, but then to have your mother kidnapped.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of like, it seems like in every area, no matter how bad it is right now, if we're watching this, he sort of trumped us. I mean, it's sort of like...
It's really hard to beat that. I mean, when we talk about, man, I got it tough, man. I've really had some challenges. I understand. And I feel for you. When we're in the midst of a challenge, there seems like a pile of dirt it's on our heads that we just can't move. I mean, it's a cloud over our head that you just can't seem to shake. I mean, it's a bad feeling. So I would never downplay what a person is going through, because the challenges are very real. But it is encouraging to know that we can overcome those challenges. It's encouraging to know that that there's a reason we're here, and that if we push forward and we continue to show resilience and toughness, that really, really good things can happen, just like it did for Carver.
As I was researching him, and I was researching him originally because when I was researching you, I saw what a big impact that he had in your life.
Absolutely.
And it's hard for you to deliver a talk or to connect with a young person without sharing his story, because it's had such a big impact on your life.
Well, I know that because of him, I have opportunities. And that's a big deal to me. I mean, I always admired my grandfather. And my grandfather, you grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas, and faced a lot of those challenges around that time when they were segregating schools. And he worked at the post office, and they were not promoting him. And he had a lot of uphill battles. Yet he raised children who were very successful children. And then now here, as his grandchild, I get to represent the family and continue to take the family to another level. What a joy for me that is. And I respect everything he went through so that I could have the lifestyle I have now.
There is 5 principles that I took away, and there's probably 50 principles I could take away from his life, but I want to go ahead and dive into these 5 because I think they're powerful.
Sure.
So the first one is, I took away that we have nothing to complain about.
That's true. Well, we all have lots to complain about. The question is, will you complain about it? It's really not worth complaining about. That's probably a better, whatever we have, we our complaints do nothing for us. And as a matter of fact, they hurt us. Because it reinforces, your words reinforce the negativity. They reinforce all of the things that is bad about your situation. We need to be positive, speak positive. We need to come out of the situation, not stay mired in it.